I think the next person that we need to recognize after Mandela in South Africa, it needs to be Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Because, like, guys, what the hell that we have experienced, it testimony ka Paul O'Sullivan. What the hell? Guys, to be honest, Paul O'Sullivan, I don't see him as a forensic investigator. I think it's just another Brian Mokgotsi from Mafeking that has access to secret information from intelligence. Because, like, let's be honest, guys, what the hell? Lochan, Gubafana Msizalo. It's very shubile. So guys, as always, I give a summary of what really happened. So here's the summary of what really happened in the ATO committee, whereby Paul O'Sullivan was giving his testimony for day 2. So Paul O'Sullivan today, he was finishing his affidavit and testimony yake, and as well as a cross questioner senior counsel. So when he started being questioned by MPs in the parliament, he also mentioned that he didn't investigate Iphalaphala, but Arendse wambuza ukuthi why did you not investigate Iphalaphala, but you were very quick to respond to Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi corruption or allegations lawa azilethile in July 6. The answer, it was a disaster. And futhi Paul O'Sullivan, he revealed ukuthi the late Dudu Myeni and Jacob Zuma Gedleyihlekisa, they've got a son. Nyamkhumbula Dudu Myeni was the one that I mentioned ukuthi she was one of the hit list yaka Paul O'Sullivan. Apparently, allegedly, Bano Jacob Zuma, they've got a son together. So the other thing that was outstanding for me in parliament today, Umamso Khanyile, she was giving that, like, this scenario, Bati Ngena Ailumi, but referred to a dog. She was giving that. It was a pensioner versus the pensioner. Paul O'Sullivan versus Mamso Khanyile. Like, Mamso Khanyile was so fed up with Paul O'Sullivan, but the way she was so questioning, so, but it was very nice to see her in action today, because, like, to me, like, all along she was so relaxed in terms of questioning yake, and so according to Paul O'Sullivan, he also mentioned that President Cyril Ramaphosa was an apartheid informant spy. Benigwas look. So I don't know what is Cyril Ramaphosa going to say when he's cross-questioned or whenever he's appearing in the ATO committee. So also he paid for cases come McBride when he was attending court. So the other outstanding thing, guys, it was that Utalian James presented proof 100,000 rand was paid to Paul O'Sullivan, allegedly emanating from Crime Intelligence Secret Fund, of which is the /fund. So she even produced evidence. I will attach evidence here on the screen as well. Also, Paul O'Sullivan disputed this and said with these claims he was reimbursed by Scorpions. Is that true? Let me know in the comment section. What do you think? Also, he said that the message to Nkabinde in parliament, Nkabinde was testifying in the ATO committee, and then while he was testifying, he received a threat or Paul O'Sullivan wamgwajisa. So Paul O'Sullivan that was not a threat, it was a warning. Also, Paul said he's a member of the AfriForum and confirmed that yes, there was a pride. McBride was there, General Sibiya was there, journalist was there, Mandla Mahlangu, the late Mandla Mahlangu was there, Nkabinde, and there was no DA and AfriForum. So it was a house value meeting or that pride, it was at the house Yaga Treasure. So guys, niyakhumbula ukuthi Paul O'Sullivan said ukuthi, actually not Paul O'Sullivan, Nkabinde said ukuthi on that particular bride there was a journalist and then there was also a DA member. So now Paul will change his story. He's protecting EDA, is also protecting AfriForum ukuthi they were not there. Also, Paul says that he regards Lieutenant General Sibiya as a competent officer. Yini le engaka ayikhuluma or emenza ukuthi protect General Sibiya? Let me know in the comment section. Also, he said that whatever he was mentioning in terms of like they ask him, do you have a grabber? He doesn't own a grabber. He doesn't even know what a grabber, how does it look like, and And then one thing that I noticed about uPaul, guys, niyakhumbula ukuthi uPaul wathi batsho uNhlanhla Mkhwanazi noMasemula they receive ama Louis Vuitton bags containing 100,000 ngaphakathi. And then bambuza ukuthi do you have proof for that? Wathi batsho he saw that on social media. Is this not the same guy that said that uzoza eParliament with proof, the same as Brown Mkhosi athe to the Madlanga ati kuyokhala amadoda? Isn't this the same person? So like to me, guys, I feel uPaul was just presenting zero proof, zero evidence. Like he's not a reliable person. Uti, I was reliably informed. So being informed, does that give you a right to you can go to the mirror and say Uti uso and so kunama allegations wake Uti when's the wrongdoings, so and so. Like the whole affidavit, it means Uti affidavit Paul O'Sullivan, it was not having base evidence, in short. So let me know in the comment section with me now, what do you think about revelations Paul? Also, when he was cross-questioned by EFF, Utebacho, he attended Manchester Technical. So apparently, Julius Malema, Paul O'Sullivan, there's no such a thing called Manchester Technical. So it means with even the job that you got, Lapa, AXA, Airport, or Tambo, because there's no way they can hire you for a very high position without you having a certain qualification. Because, like guys, Paul O'Sullivan was regarded as a forensic investigator without any qualification. So it means good people like Paul Nabakonu regarded as a forensic investigator without any qualification. Now, Makaya, you can just call yourself a chartered accountant or a lawyer without LLB or without like auditing and accounting degree. You understand? So like, did this guy benefited from privilege? Like, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about this, because there's no way you can call yourself a forensic investigator but you don't possess any qualification or you don't possess any qualifications or a technical degree or whatsoever, and then you call yourself a forensic. I got it from UNISA. This I understand. I understand. So guys, let me know in the comment section. So in closing about the testimony of Paul, like guys, I was so shocked to see Usol calling Umgulukudu Paul a hero. But one thing abantu abavotele i-Patriotic Alliance, how come can Usol call uPaul O'Sullivan a hero? A hero of what? Hey guys, man, I don't know. Yes, let me know in the comment section what do you think about the final testimony of Paul O'Sullivan. But honestly speaking, as for me, I am very disappointed because of like these people. They did not probe. They did not go into detail of getting the truth, because Paul O'Sullivan was kept on saying Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi is a crook, Ufani Masemula is a crook, General Khumalo is a crook, but there was no base evidence. So I don't know what do you think, Makaya? So it means Paul O'Sullivan is one of the people like Abafana no Brown Mkhosi. That's one of those people abangenelela is poised. So guys, let me know in the comment section what do you think. But Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi was Chelawati. Bring them, invite them, you will see. Now see I find out, guys, with how come can so useless people like capture SAPS yet? This is such like an embarrassment, really. Let's go to Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. In the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, Namkhumbula, the suspended EMPD Deputy Chief Julius Mkhwanazi, the one and only, the Waterman, the Vaterkan, so the Aquaman. So, Bati, along with other officials, Bama Poisa, they could soon face a prosecution on various charges, including truck hijacking, murder, and using state property to commit a crime. So, Logo Ushongubani, it was said by the IPIT acting investigation head Utuso Kifelakai made these revelations today at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. Also, Mr. Felakai also accused the SAPS and the EMPD of playing part in truck hijacking and drug peddling. So, mina guys ngithi kubhala phi ukuthi iEMPD yonke nje idisbandiwe, and let's start afresh. Nifake nama CV eEMPD qashwe kabusha, because it shows ukuthi iEMPD seems like it's run by like nje imigulukudu, ucela imigulukudu kuphela lapha. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about this. Also, the other person that appeared in the Madlanga, it was IP senior investigator Unomsa Masuku who testified that the reservist Alexander Fritz visited the Mbenze family to gauge whether they suspected police involvement. So he told the mother to alert him before speaking to other investigators. Why? Why? EMPD guys, so guys, you let me know in the comment section what do you think about all of these revelations. So make sure you follow for more. Tomorrow, of which is Thursday, it's the State of the Nation address. So uPresident Ramaphosa will be addressing us. Sizobe sibona abantu lapha abagcokile abomama bamapenshina nabobaba bamapenshina lapha eParliament, walking down the aisle, walking down the carpet, the red carpet. So asihlangane tomorrow and also review what do you think about the State of the Nation compared to the last 9 years of the office yaka Cyril Ramaphosa. So what do you expect ukuthi kuzokuvela lapha ku State of the Nation address? Do you think Cyril Ramaphosa will address the unemployment? Do you think Cyril Ramaphosa will address the security, the SAPS, of which is there's a disaster? Do you think he will address the health sector? Do you think he will address the problem in Gauteng, water and electricity? Do you think he will address the problem in terms of youth? Let me know in the comment section what do you think could come, or if ever you feel there's nothing, give me facts. Why do you think there will be nothing Cyril Ramaphosa can produce or will give us in the State of the Nation address? So follow for more, like, comment and repost.